Think back to a time when you felt unstoppable. Maybe it was a small victory. Maybe you finally finished a project you'd been putting off, or you achieved something no one thought you could. At that moment, you knew you could achieve anything. The future felt limitless, like the world was yours to conquer. But now, fast forward to today. Do you still feel that way? Or has life's challenges taken that spark away? What if you could bring it back? What if you didn't have to wait for life to change? What if you could take control and become the person you know deep down you're meant to be? Let's be real. Life isn't always easy. We get it. You're working hard. You're putting in the hours, pushing yourself every day, yet somehow, no matter how hard you try, it feels like you're running in place. You look around and it seems like everyone else is moving forward, reaching their dreams, while you're still standing in the same spot. It feels unfair, doesn't it? Like you're doing everything right, but the results just aren't coming. And then, slowly but surely, you start to wonder, what's wrong with me? Why can't I catch a break? Maybe you've even started blaming yourself for where you are today. It's exhausting. You're tired of feeling stuck and tired of that constant voice inside that says, you're not good enough. But here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not about how hard you work or how much you push. What if the answer isn't about doing more, but about becoming more? You see, the reason things haven't changed yet isn't because you're not working hard enough. I bet you're already working incredibly hard. But sometimes the more we focus on the external, our job, the bills, the daily grind, the less we focus on what matters, ourselves. Think about it. Have you ever tried to change the world around you without changing anything inside of you? Maybe you switched jobs, thinking it would bring you happiness, or you moved to a new place hoping it would be a fresh start. But after a while, those same feelings of frustration, stress, and doubt crept back in, didn't they? That's because no matter how much we try to change what's on the outside, the truth is that nothing really shifts until we change what's within. It's like a mirror. What you see in life is a reflection of what's going on inside of you. The more you grow, the more your life changes to match that growth. But if you're standing still on the inside, then life around you will stand still too. This is where personal development comes in. It's not just about reading self-help books or attending seminars. It's about realizing that your life's circumstances are a direct result of who you are today. But here's the good news. If who you are today isn't bringing you the results you want, you can change that. You can grow. You can become more. And when you become more, you attract more. Let me share a truth with you. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming the person who's ready for it. Think about that for a second. You don't have to spend your whole life running after success, feeling like it's always just out of reach. Instead, you can focus on yourself, on becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts success, wealth, happiness, whatever it is you desire. And how do you do that? By working harder on you than you do on anything else. I get it. Personal development can sound overwhelming. Maybe you don't even know where to start. But here's the beautiful part. You don't have to change everything all at once. The most powerful changes often start small. What's one thing, just one thing, you can do today to improve yourself? It could be reading 10 pages of a good book, listening to an inspiring podcast, or even just taking 5 minutes to meditate and clear your mind. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about committing to the small, consistent actions that lead to massive growth over time. Think about it like planting a seed. You don't expect a tree to grow the moment you put it in the ground, right? You water it a little each day, give it sunlight. And before you know it, that small seed becomes something strong and powerful. The same is true for your personal development. It's not about instant results. It's about nourishing yourself day by day, growing steadily, and trusting that over time, you'll become that strong, unstoppable person you know you can be now. Let's talk about something that holds many of us back: fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear that we're not enough. Sound familiar? The truth is, fear will always be there. It's part of being human. But here's the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck. Successful people feel fear, but they take action anyway. They don't wait for the fear to disappear. They don't wait until they feel completely ready. Because let's face it, if you're waiting for the perfect moment, for that fear to magically go away, you'll be waiting your whole life. But here's the thing. Every time you take action in the face of fear, you take a little bit of its power away. You prove to yourself that you're stronger than your doubts. Let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something incredibly powerful: your mindset. Your mindset is like the foundation of a house. If it's weak, everything you try to build on top of it will crumble. But if it's strong, it can support you through any storm. You've probably heard the phrase, change your mind, change your life. It sounds simple, right? But it's true. The way you think about yourself and the world around you has a direct impact on what you experience. If you're constantly telling yourself, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be successful, guess what? Your brain will find ways to make those thoughts a reality. But if you start shifting those thoughts, even if it feels a little uncomfortable at first, something amazing happens. When you start telling yourself, I'm capable, I deserve success, or I have everything I need to grow, your brain begins to believe it. And when your brain believes it, your actions start to reflect it. You begin to take bolder steps. You start to reach for things you once thought were out of your league. Another key to personal growth is surrounding yourself with the right people. Think about it. Are the people around you lifting you or pulling you down? If you're constantly around negativity, people who tell you that your dreams are unrealistic or that you should just be happy with what you have, it's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to keep that spark alive when everyone around you is blowing it out. But when you surround yourself with people who believe in you, who push you to be better, who inspire you to grow, that's when the magic happens. It's not always easy to find those people. Sometimes it means distancing yourself from certain relationships that are holding you back, and that can be painful. But trust me, the pain of staying stuck is far greater than the pain of letting go. Here's another hard truth. Your life today is a reflection of the choices you've made. It's easy to blame circumstances, the economy, or other people for why we aren't where we want to be. But the moment we take full responsibility for our lives is the moment we take back our power. Because if you're the one responsible for where you are, that means you have the power to change it. And that's incredibly liberating. When you start seeing every challenge, every setback as an opportunity for growth, everything changes. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what can I learn from this? How can I grow through this? Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but where do I start? The answer is simple. Start where you are with what you have. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to take that first step, no matter how small it is. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. You don't need permission to grow, to change, to become the person you know you're meant to be. You just need to decide that today is the day. Maybe it's as simple as picking up a book that inspires you. Maybe it's setting a small goal and sticking to it. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes each morning to reflect on what you're grateful for. Whatever it is, commit to it. Start now. Don't wait for life to change. Change yourself. And watch how your life transforms. So, here's the truth. Life will always have its challenges. You'll face obstacles, doubts, and fears along the way. But those challenges don't define you, you define you. And the person you're capable of becoming, they're already within you. You just have to permit yourself to grow into that person. You are stronger than you know. You are capable of more than you've ever imagined. And the best part, it all starts with you. So today, right now, make the decision. Take control of your life. Become the person you were always meant to be. Because of the life you want. It's waiting for you.